it's on your channel, so feel free to, you can intro it and everything.
Oh, yeah, it is on my channel. This is, God, I'm not good at intros. Welcome to MBL, week 1 for Team Flawless v Team Juice. Woo! Hype. I'm really nervous, by the way. We've got the team building. I'm only nervous just because, like, I'm not the best competitive battler, and it's Kenny and Chimpact, but...
I'm not even nervous for that. I'm mostly just nervous because I'm, like, just not as prepared as I like to be, because both Dunk and I have been just rushing around, heading to America, and just all over the place. So it just... Normally I sit, like last season I'd sit and I'd do calcs for hours, and I just haven't had the time to do all that, so I'm like...
Yeah, and I've been mad busy with work right now, but we're gonna give it a shot. I think after discussing our team... I think after discussing the team before actually putting it all together, I feel much more confident than I did about 5 minutes ago.
That's good.
So do you want us to kick us off?
Sure. So I'm gonna be taking the Magearna side. So we'll just start. We'll just start with Magearna. So we'll start with like the probably the most unusual thing is the Oka Berry. It's mostly there to be able to take a hit from Volcanion and then potentially kill it back, especially if we have a boost. Flash Cannon, Flare Cannon, Thunderbolt, and Protect. It's just for various coverage. Nothing too crazy there. And then the speed tier at 212, it outspeeds everything after a Sticky Webs, which we'll get to in a second.
Yes, yes.
And then the rest is basically just in there for special attack and then a bit of bulk, which actually does matter because we can survive a 3-hit KO by an offensive special Aegislash, but we can 3-hit KO it back. So we can kill it before it kills us, as long as we haven't had any prior damage.
I mean, one thing that people will be noticing right now, just looking at the layout, no Trick Room on us.
No. We are actually going the opposite way, and we have Galvantula to set up Sticky Webs. You wanna tell us about Galvantula?
I love Galvantula. I don't know why. I mean, so pretty much Galvantula is there just for Sticky Webs. Once it's Sticky Webbed, its job's done, and anything else is a bonus. I mean, we've got Protect, we run Sash, of course, because it's Paper Fin, so we should get our Sticky Webs off. Thunder for damage. I mean, with Compound Eyes, it's like, what, 97% accuracy, or is it 100%?
It's definitely not 100%, but it's pretty accurate.
It is not gonna miss. It should not miss. Well, saying that now, let's see when the battle comes. We've also got Light Screen. We were going to run Bug Buzz, but looking at Kenny and Chimpact's team,
it's very special. Yeah,
if we can get a Light Screen off, that's going to be useful. I mean, there's a good possibility that they may be running Trick Room as well. If we've got a Light Screen up, that's going to give us a chance to stall out, you know, hopefully 1 or 2 turns. But I mean, it just seemed to make more sense to have... I mean, just that extra bit of defense, that's going to come a long way. And I mean, Bugs Buzz from Galvantula, all it's going to be good for is like chip damage. That's really it. But no, Light Screen, we think we're confident with that. It doesn't get Reflect, sadly, but Light Screen, we think that'll be fine.
Yeah, Reflect would be cool, but Light Screen will work, and then it also, like Thunder, it can actually do some damage because we do have it fully special attack invested as well. Well, it's not modest or anything, but it's 252 in special attack. And yeah, the only thing we really have to be careful for with the Sticky Webs is that we think Hoopa specifically will have, is it Magic Coat, Magic Bounce?
Magic Coat, I mean, it could be Hoopa, it could be Aromatisse, like they could be running Magic Coat, which would completely screw us if that happens, so we do need to be careful.
And Mellow Edit. So well, we're not completely useless against that because we'll likely lead Galvantula, and then on my side, we're gonna almost certainly lead Infernape. And that's because Infernape has Taunt, which would stop Magic Coat. So, or whichever one it is, Coat, I think.
Yeah.
And so ideally, you'd Protect first turn, Taunt, and then you would put your webs up. And yeah, it's just Infernape, Stone Edge, which is there for the Rocky MZ, which I believe Oko's Torn,
Volcanion
I think it
as well.
Volcanion, It chunks Kyurem. It does a lot of damage, and even Stone Edge itself can do quite a lot of damage. Then we've got Fire Punch. It was between that and Close Combat, but Fire Punch just chunks more things overall. And some of the other things, like it does a lot to Hoopa, more to Hoopa than Close Combat, and well, you can't use Close Combat on Hoopa, obviously. And I always forget that the normal one is Ghost.
Yeah, but I mean, like, also, I mean, it's not going to lower defense or special defense, which will be useful. Again, if we've got a light screen up, then you know that could actually save a life.
Yeah, that's actually significant. And then last but not least, Fake Out. It's a Fake Out presence. Fake Out's just good in general. So, you know, and then the Fire Punch as well, also because we have it as Iron Fist. It gets the stab and it gets the Iron Fist boost. So it's hitting pretty hard.
Yeah.
Fire Punch.
If we're lucky, we might get a burn. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh yeah, true. I believe you have like a 10% chance. So there you go. We might get that extra troop damage out. So it's just fast, and it naturally outspeeds everything but Torn. So that's why I have it at the 152, the Naive, and then attack, and the rest in HP, just to, you know, a little bit of extra bulk. Yeah. Just nothing else was really worth it. So.
Oh god, it'd be so sweet if we could use an Infernape to just completely just own Chimpact. That'd be so sweet. That'd be so sweet.
Yeah, well, we should probably name ours Chimpact. Let him know we're coming for him.
We just nickname only Infernape.
And yeah. So that would be led, especially against Trick Room, if we suspect that they have Trick Room, which it looks like they will. That's their best bet, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Hey, what else do we have on your side?
What else we got? So we got Hoopa, we got Togekiss, we got Parasect. I was talking about Parasect because I never thought I would see the day where I'm like, you know what, I need Parasect. I've only used it in free-for-alls. So I mean, Parasect, Rage Powder, Spore, Wide Guard, and Leech Life. I mean, thankfully in this generation, Leech Life is actually quite powerful, so we'll have some use out of that there. Rage Powder's good because it's priority. So it's diverting attacks. Also, of course, well, obviously I have to attack him. I believe that it does also eat fire type damage as well. Fire type moves, yeah. Like
the heat. So we have the Wide Guard on it, and that's if Volcanion happens to only have Heat Wave as its fire move, because they'll have Steam Eruption, and then, you know, they could do Fire Blast or Flamethrower or Heat Wave depending on what they wanted to do. So it's kind of just there, like, in case, because between like Wide Guard and the Dry Skin, you can wall Volcanion pretty well if it has Heat Wave. If it doesn't, then we're just dead. So yeah, but it's mostly, it'll really only be chosen over Togekiss if they don't bring Torn. If for whatever reason, or we think they might not, but they probably will, so Parasect probably won't see much light.
Yeah, won't see the light day. But I mean, Spore as well. Spore's such a nice move just because it's guaranteed sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, in the event that if they got a Trick Room up, I mean, Parasect's so slow that, well, that's gonna be useful with Spores at least.
Yeah, it's pretty slow, so, you know, might be brought, but probably not.
Yeah.
Or Parasect, probably not going to be brought. And the mon on my side that there's a few mons that could not be brought, and Salamence on my side is the one that's looking like the least likely on my side to be brought. It's mostly there to maybe if they have a mon with HP Ice, they might bring that instead, or maybe it'll scare them off of bringing like Torn or Kyurem, and might, you know, maybe they'll only bring one and not both. But it's very unlikely that we'll take it, because we'll take it over Infernape if there's no Trick Room. Like, if we don't suspect they're going to be doing any Trick Room. I think they are, so poor guys, probably not going to be brought. But we do have Roost, you know, classic healing. Tailwind, just to give us a little bit more options, just a backup in case something happens with Galvantula. It also can help with if we need to outspeed Torn. Earthquake with the Groundium Z. Again, same thing. If we bring it over Infernape, we still need that big bomb to deal with, like Volcanion and
Aegis Slash as well.
Stuff like that. Aegislash and things like that. So then Earthquake itself is also just powerful. And then Dragon Claw is also there for Kyurem.
Yes.
And so just a bit of speed again to outspeed what we can outspeed. Nothing too crazy. And yeah, the rest in attack and a little bit in there in HP. So there's a chance we might bring him over Mamoswine.
It just depends.
But yeah, he's looking like the option on my side that probably is not going to be our main squad.
I mean, having Salamence as a backup, I mean, it's a good backup to have in the event that they don't bring Trick Room, of course. But we'll see.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of extra because they could decide. I think a couple of one of their mons learns, like Vivillon learns Tailwind as far as I'm aware. Torn, I believe, learns Tailwind.
Yes.
So they could decide to do Tailwind instead of Trick Room. But we'll have to see when we get into the actual team preview of what we're leaning towards. I think they'll Trick Room personally.
Yeah, I think they'll Trick Room. I mean, they might even be like, oh, let's run Trick Room to counter their Trick Room, but I mean, we're not running Trick Room, which I like actually. I think that's nice.
Yeah, I think because it might be good for the first week at least, because we had talked up in our Discord chat about how great Trick Room was, and that got mentioned during the draft, and got mentioned all this during stuff like Hoopa and Magearna and Trick Room, blah 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 blah. So we won't bring Trick Room the first time. Maybe that'll end up helping us out. So
hopefully, yeah. What next? So we've got on my side now. We've got Togekiss and we've got Hoopa left. Let's go with Hoopa. So we've got Hoopa Unbound, big bad boy that he is. Hyperspace Fury, Destiny Bond, Protect, Gunk Shot, and Ghostium Z as well for Destiny Bond. One of the plans, if we can pull this off, it'll be so sweet, and I'm hoping for play of the season. If we're in a tight spot, we Z Destiny Bond on Hoopa, all attacks get redirected to him. At the same time, Barrel switches in Magearna, we get a couple of boosts. Which, if we can pull off, will be great.
Yeah, or even if Magearna's already there, can Protect, and yeah, because Z Destiny Bond does follow me as well as Destiny Bond, so
double trouble.
Potentially, yeah, but assuming it dies, which it should. It's not. Hoopa's not known for being super bulky, and it's we'll see if we pull it off. It's also somewhat of a last resort because he's so he's so powerful, the Hyperspace Fury and the Gunk Shot, that we have to be willing to sacrifice him. But we'll see what we can do. And if not this game, then maybe a future game.
Yeah, I mean, if we do get backed into a corner, then it's a nice safe bet to have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if they were expecting that, but we'll see. Protect, of course, Protect. Gunk Shot, because it just hits like an absolute truck against a Aromatisse. Pretty much for Aromatisse. That's it. I mean, Aromatisse is fat and disgusting. I hate that thing. Ugh.
Yeah, it can't do too much damage, but it is a pain in the ass to get rid of. So, Gunk Shot can hit it real hard. We talked about doing Poisonium Z instead of Ghostium Z for Gunk Shot, but we just decided that the Ghostium Z Destiny Bond flows with Magearna more. There's more synergy there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, because we can take, our team's pretty offensive. If we have to deal with the Aromatisse, we'll deal with it. It's not the end of the world if we don't manage to Gunk Shot it and get it down or anything like that. But, we'll see what happens.
And apart from Gunk Shot, pretty much every turn that we are attacking with Hoopa, it's just going to be Hyperspace Fury. Obviously, breaks Protect, it lowers defense. It's 100 per act. It's not going to miss. It's a great move, obviously. I mean, I don't think we need to explain why it's a good move.
It's such a broken move.
Yeah, it's such a broken move, but I'm worried because it's only got 8 PP, but I mean, if need be, we can...
that should be fine. I mean, they only have 6 mons, and so. But yeah, the breaking the protection is super great, and it can actually work. Another thing that works with the Ghostium Z is because it lowers our defense, that it makes it easier to kill us.
Yes.
Not that it'd be hard to kill us with a physical move anyways. Like what is Hoopa's defense? It's 60 base defense. I think it's even worse than Galvantula. No, it's the same as Galvantula's defense.
It's the same as a Galvantula. Well, that says it all. I just realized that I said that Hyperspace Fury lowers their defense. My mistake. I'm not going to do that in the battle. Yeah, it lowers our defense, but again, that's gonna, if need be, the Destiny one, that's just gonna help us get absolutely killed.
Yeah, we have a little bit of HP investment as well, so
yeah, we got a nice amount.
We're not super frail, but like again, we think a lot of them are special attackers anyways, so
yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
So who have you got left on your side now? You got Mamoswine, I believe, yeah?
Yes, so Mamoswine. Mamoswine is, we debated a while about what we wanted to do with Mamoswine, and we decided to go with Stealth Rocks over Icy Wind. Because we were like, oh, well, you know, the Torn isn't going to hit with sticky webs, and maybe there'll be something that they lead with that we want to slow down. Maybe we should do Icy Wind. And then we decided, well, we'll just put Thunder Wave on Togekiss, which we'll get to. Yeah, we haven't gone over to Togekiss.
Not yet, not yet.
And we'll do Stealth Rocks because it really chunks a number of their mods. It does like 25% to Torn and Kyurem, I believe.
Yep.
And it's just that can guarantee other kills.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of calcs that are just like, oh, it does up to 95%, and it's like, well, great.
Plus, it's going to limit them as well from switching in and out quite a bit. I mean,
yeah.
Vivian just that does 50% damage to that, and it does a good chunk to Volcanion as well. So that'll be really useful on Volcanion.
Yeah, Volcanion is the other one. Yeah, exactly. It really chunks, and it can help us guarantee one-hit KOs with other things, and Ice Shard's there as well. If we can hit Torn with Stealth Rocks, we'll be able to one-hit KO it with Ice Shard, things like that. It's if we can get webs and Stealth Rocks up, the battle becomes so significantly easier that, you know, well, we don't want to let our guard down. We don't want to be like, oh, I got Stealth Rocks and everything up, like, we're good, we're gonna win, but
it'll give us a really big advantage, will give us a big help, and
yeah, exactly. It's probably makes the battle like solid 50% easier right there. We just have to not play like idiots, and we'll likely win. So yeah, Stealth Rock.
That's a big statement right there, Beryl.
Well, yeah. Well, I said we have to not play like idiots. That's the condition there. And then Ice Shard again, mostly for Torn, but a little bit of priority. Never hurt anybody.
Yeah, Adamant Nature Mamoswine with the Expert Belt and Ice Shard, that should Oko Torn.
I believe it does. I think that's what I was mentioning. It does like I think like 95%. We're gonna be calcing everything as we go. We did the calcs before, but I don't remember all of them. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it doesn't quite kill. And then yeah, the Expert Belts, they're just to help. The same with the Earthquake. If we're hitting with Mamoswine, we're ideally just hitting things super effective. Like that is the goal. So Expert Belt just does that, and it also can like hide the item a little bit because you're not taking. You're not obviously gonna be taking Life Orb damage and things like that, and even if they hit you, you know, you're not having leftovers, you're not having Rocky Helmet damage, so it's kind of like, wait, what do they have? Do they have a berry? Is it a Z crystal? It kind of makes it maybe a little bit harder, or even a choice item depending on when they see. And yeah, lastly, protect. You know, because protect.
Yeah,
protect.
And I think that's all we need to say about Mamoswine. I mean, that's your side of the field done. So Mamoswine, Salamence, Infernape, and Magearna, the baby.
Magearna, as Jason keeps saying.
It's like the argument between GIF and GIF. Like, I'm gonna say Magearna because I say
GIF. It's a gear. That's not even the difficult one.
Bad people. Anyway, last but certainly not least, we've got the lovely Togekiss.
Hell yeah.
So we got Follow Me, we got Roost, T-Wave, Ancient Power, super bulky. All that special defense is just
full bulk.
All that health.
Bulk for days.
Bulk for days, yeah. Good amount of special attack as well. Like Togekiss does a lot of damage, but bulk for days. So
leftover as well too. So.
Leftover as well, yeah. So obviously we're going to keep our health going, and Roost as well. Just makes it difficult.
This thing is living.
Yeah, it's living. We living. We got Follow Me as well, because you need to have Follow Me on Togekiss in this kind of situation, I think, just to redirect attacks. I mean, Parasect, we can't rely on that to redirect all attacks. No. So Togekiss is an absolute. We went with T-Wave, as we said with Mamoswine. We took off Icy Wind. We went with T-Wave because T-Wave is going to be so useful in some of their Pokemon. We've got the chance of paralysis, but it just means that they're going to be nice and slow. I'm hoping that the 90% actually doesn't just completely screw us.
Yeah, because they changed it a bit, and it also slows him down less. But yeah, just slow him down a bit, which is all that matters. Like Torn is literally there for Torn.
Yeah,
that's it. Because if we can get Torn slower, if we can paralyze Torn, then I believe we outspeed it with most of the important things. It's because once he's sped down, he's only at oh god, what was it? It was like 261 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then,
yeah, it like halves it. So yeah.
But then really last but not least, obviously, Serene Grace. So Ancient Powers are safe. It was a nice move because I mean it's going to do some damage, even if it's just a little bit. Be nice on Kyurem, obviously, but 10% chance to raise our stats by 1, boosted by Serene Grace. That means it 20%. It's not massive, but if we get if we get the Ancient Power boost from Togekiss, again, it's living longer. It's going to be doing a bit more damage. It's immediately like, oh god, we need to try and deal with this, and I'm not going to be able to because it's so fat. I'm also trying to deal with it. Beryl will be doing something on her side, something wonderful, of course, and making us win the battle. No pressure.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I've got Parasect, Galvantula, Hoopa, and Togekiss. Just realised that a lot of my team could get one shot apart from Togekiss. So we'll be careful of that. But I mean,
well, technically, Galvantula has a sash, so it can't be one shot.
Well, that's very true. Yeah. So.
But yeah, no, that's the your side is looking a little more frail, but it's okay. We'll make it work, you know.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
We got the wall Togekiss, so. And we're likely not bringing Parasect, so we're pretty okay.
Yeah, but as I say, it's looking like we lead Galvantula on my side and Infernape on your side if all goes to plan. But yeah, overall, Beryl, out of 10, 10 being we're gonna absolutely win this, and 0 being we're quitting the MBL. How well do you think we're gonna do?
I think we could do a 7. I think 7 is like, I'm confident, but I don't know, you know, I'm getting back into it, like, I haven't even finished my game, so I'm using Duncan's game, like, so, you know, we'll see, running around, but, I'm feeling confident.
If I'm honest, it's been a long time since I played against Chip and anything, so I think this could go 50-50 because 50% chance of if they've got Trick Room, we're going to do this. If they've not got Trick Room, we're going to do that. And it's all just actually going to come down to speed, I think, actually. Just at the end of the day. So, 50-50.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, who knows? We might even change a move or two before we even get into the battle. So
we'll see. But
some of these are still so like, oh, I'm not sure. Not 100% on all the mons, so.
But yeah, I mean, we'll give it a shot. Obviously, this is going up on my channel, of course, if you hadn't guessed already, you idiot. Beryl's going to have the battle. So
yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah, her channel's obviously in the description below. Make sure you go watch it. And
all the MBL, like Twitter and YouTube and stuff is going to be down there too, so.
Yeah, so go subscribe to everything, go follow everything, because also get in the Discord, because there's an MBL Discord, which is
fun.
Fan
Discord's super active.
Super active. Also,
and we're really far behind on like rankings. I think we only have like 46 like fans in the fan Discord, and I think We Disney has almost 300 now. So you know, you can go and join Team Flawless, root for us.
Exactly, we're the most beautiful guys anyway. So
hell yeah,
give us luck.
Nice.
Anyway, Beryl,
cool.
I'll see you in the battle.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.